Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're looking at these. These are the Evolv Phantom climbing shoes. And they're shoes I've been using since Christmas, so about 9 months now. And the more I've used them, the more I've got to like them. They're a very, very nice pair of shoes. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the Evolv Phantoms are one of Evolv's high-end climbing shoes, and they're, to be honest, the most expensive pair of climbing shoes I've ever bought. At about, I think they were like £170, full price, but I didn't spend that. I think I got them for like 130. So I did get them on an offer, which was nice because I'm not sure I would have bought them at full price. So using Evolv's rubber, which is the Trax SAS Trax, I think, and it's really, really nice rubber, which was surprising because I've used the Zenist before, which also uses similar rubber, same brand of rubber. I'm not sure if it's the same rubber exactly, but I really struggled to trust the Zenists on slabs, and when I was smearing I've just found them so slippery, whereas the rubber on the Phantom's absolutely insane and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. One thing you'll notice about them is that they are just covered in it. The only space that there's not actually any rubber on is this little bit here. The rest of it is just rubber everywhere. So you can pretty much just wedge your foot somewhere and it's gonna stick. It's so good. I've loved using them for that reason. They're quite downturned and the toe's really good, like it's quite stiff. So it's great for overhanging climbs where you're trying to like claw your foot into holds, but it's also quite a soft shoe as well, so I've not had any issues with smearing. I found like on volumes and things they've worked really well, especially the more I've used them, because obviously they've softened up over time, the better they've got on the volumes, but they've still managed to hold their downturn shape really well even with all the use that they've had. Now, they use this 6-point closure system here, which is a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. The idea is that you adjust it and faff around with it in your first session, which takes a bit of time, but then after that you shouldn't have to touch them again. I've got really high arched feet, so I was having to loosen them off and adjust them all the time to be able to get them on and off my feet. It ended up being that I kind of had them slightly looser than what they needed to be, and then I just cranked them up really tight, which unfortunately was the downfall of them, as the closure system snapped on me, unfortunately. That's like one of the downsides to these shoes, is with the closure system. It's like the La Sportiva Solutions and the Futuras with a similar sort of closure system, where eventually over time it does unfortunately snap this, which I've heard a lot of people have said before and said online, is that actually the closure system was the first thing to go before the rubber or anything. And these shoes still have masses of life left in them, so if I can find a replacement closure system, which I'm sure you can, then I definitely will be replacing it and carrying on using them, because they have become one of my favourite shoes to use. I've really, really enjoyed using them, and I've climbed some quite hard stuff. So I've climbed like V7 in them, but obviously you've got people who've climbed much harder using them as well. And another issue I found with these are the regular ones, they're not the low volume ones, was the toe was quite wide, so I had a lot of movement in my toes, which I don't particularly like, and there's a lot of air pockets and space up here above my toes as well, which to start with doing toe hooks and climbing outside I found really tricky to get used to, but after a while they worked really well and I got used to them, and like I said, they've slowly become one of my favourite shoes. So yeah, like I said, with their downtoned profile, they're really good for overhangs. The heel's really good as well, and I found like I could just stick the heel onto anything and it would hold. Same with the toe. Yeah, like you can just wedge it in anywhere and it holds really well, which is really nice. There's lots of support with them as well, with it being a slightly stiffer shoe. So like standing on small crimps and tiny footholds. It was really comfortable. Yeah, I like genuinely really enjoyed climbing in these shoes, which was really nice. So in terms of sizing, Evolv say it's street size, because they've already adjusted the size of the shoes for your street size. It says if you want a snug fit, go half a size lower, and if you want a really tight performance fit, go a full size lower. So these are a 9.5s, and I'm a 10.5s because I like a really snug fit, and I still had that movement in the toes. I had tried smaller shoes, but they were just so uncomfortable and are much more difficult to get on. So I went for these ones, and yeah, I could have potentially gone a size smaller, but over time they kind of molded to my foot and became a good fit minus that toe. They fit really nicely on the heel as well. So the other shoes I've used are Scarpas, which I love, and I'm a 7.5 in them. So I do like to really downsize my shoes. So that kind of puts into perspective the size difference of the Evolvs to the Scarpas. These being a 9.5, and I'm wearing a 7.5 in the Scarpas. So there's a big difference in size. So if you want more of a comfort fit, go your street size to half a size smaller. If you want more of a snugger performance fit, go half a size to a full size lower. I wouldn't go anything lower than that unless you've used them before or you try them on in a shop. So having used these for 9 months, not exclusively for 9 months, but kind of on and off, using these in conjunction with some other ones, would I buy them again? The honest answer is no, and that's purely because they don't fit my feet well. I think with climbing shoes you need something that fits your foot. It doesn't matter what brand it is or what the shoe is. If it doesn't fit your foot, there's no point using it because you won't be able to get the best from it. So as much as I love these shoes, just having too much space in the toes kind of puts me off wanting to buy them again. And I've tried the low volumes as well, and from chatting to the guys in the shop when I was trying them on, there's not much of a difference in the toe box. It's more kind of at the back of the shoe. I could be wrong with that though. That's just what I was told when I was looking at them. So unfortunately I won't be buying them again. However, if I can get replacement straps, just because there's so much life left in the rubber, I will definitely be carrying on using them because they are such nice shoes, and yeah, I do like them. It's just purely the fact that they don't fit my feet well enough to warrant spending that much money again. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope it's been insightful, and yeah, you'll potentially consider getting them. Like I said, they are a more expensive pair of shoes, which is a shame, but they are a good pair of shoes if they fit your feet. So I definitely recommend checking them out. So if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.